to the ATL, once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys looking to even things up after a 3-4 start to the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, but I love was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On the set. Let's go. Ready.
Algier now up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Falcons at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a starch right out of them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
They'll run here with Algier. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Get it. Ready,
First carry for Najee Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Ready. Go.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, they have a great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3, so maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on the defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
Looking to put a drive together.
Bronco switch. Bronco
They'll
switch.
start on the ground with Hubbard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You talk about this Falcon defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you get your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Ready.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Panthers first down.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Here's a diving catch right side. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
The Falcons' offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover that I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Clemson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
48-yard line.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun, King. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Oh, they're going to run a little pound pass here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 95 yards and a score.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Cougar 19.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
60, Panther 60. Ready.
Now a 1st down carry from Harris. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Ready.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Viking 18. Ready.
And they run with Harris off the option. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He's going to try and do this himself. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, right?
Back to throw. King. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Operating from the gun. Blackman. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They push it back 8 yards at time on 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Viking, let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Blackman. This is complete. It's Baldwin. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Roll.
Now he'll try to run with this. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He has enough for the 1st down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Well, he's certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. A little jerk. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down. A gain of 12.
They'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Checks this down to Hubbard. Call it a gain of a yard. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. 6-0 our score after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Let's go. Gravity line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. from the gun on third down. Blackman. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Cowboy, ready, go.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. King off the play fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll take this and run. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Back to throw. King. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Looking to throw. King. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Drake London. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to move back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball up.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. to throw. Blackman looking for Baldwin. Intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Ready?
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
70.
Harris will score. Touchdown Atlanta.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is now 13. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. He's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Looking to throw. Blackman. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he goes out right around the 39. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, I think he was able to lean forward a little bit, but he did not get the first down. So that's a very disappointing play, as it's going to bring up 4th and very short.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinals.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Here's King. Off play action. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. King now from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And caught by London. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. King throws right back to London. Complete again. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. King. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
19 Charger, 19.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Aubrey now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
It's now 2nd and 6.
19, 18. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Blackman. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson Baldwin in motion left. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down, Panthers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes. It inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19 Tigers.
In motion left is Baldwin. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.